We look into people's eyes every day, sometimes without even thinking, sometimes just for a second, and sometimes for a moment that seems to last forever. But what if I told you that behind every glance, every flicker of attention, and every prolonged gaze, there's a hidden psychology at work? Today, we're going beyond the obvious, beyond flirting, beyond attraction. This is the untold psychology of everyday eye contact and how it influences love, emotion, trust, and even our identity. Get ready. You'll never look someone in the eyes the same way again. Eye contact is the oldest love language. Long before we spoke, we stared. Eye contact is one of the most primal forms of communication. Babies lock eyes with their mothers just minutes after birth. It's nature's way of saying, I see you, I trust you, I'm here. This mutual gaze triggers a release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. It's the same chemical that bonds mothers to infants and lovers to each other. So when two people look into each other's eyes, even for a few seconds, they're reactivating a connection as old as humanity itself. A connection not made of words but of presence. Not all eye contact means the same thing. Often assume eye contact equals interest. But it's more complicated than that. Think about this. A friend looks into your eyes when you're sharing something painful. A stranger won't meet your gaze on the train. A romantic partner holds eye contact for just a second too long, and your heart skips. In each case, the same action, eye contact, has a completely different meaning. Psychologists call this contextual reading. We don't just respond to eye contact, we respond to why it's happening, who it's coming from, and what it feels like. Eye contact isn't one language. It's 1,000 dialects spoken in silence. The 3-second rule and why it matters. How long should eye contact last? Studies suggest that 3 seconds is the sweet spot for most social situations. It's long enough to signal interest, sincerity, or connection, but not so long that it feels uncomfortable or intense. Any longer than 5 seconds and your brain starts to trigger warning signals. Why are they staring? What do they want? But here's the twist. In romantic or emotionally charged situations, longer eye contact can actually deepen connection. In fact, mutual eye contact for 4 minutes has been scientifically proven to increase intimacy, even between strangers. So the next time you catch someone's eye and they hold it, something deeper might be happening beneath the surface. The truth in the pupils you can lie with your words, but your eyes? Not so easy. One of the most fascinating facts about eye contact is the role of pupil dilation. When someone sees something or someone they're attracted to, their pupils automatically expand. It's involuntary. You can't fake it. That's why people look more attractive in dim lighting, because pupils naturally dilate, mimicking the biological response of desire. So, if you're wondering whether someone is into you, look at their pupils. Are they a little bigger than usual? They might be seeing more than just your face. Eye contact and emotional transparency. Own reason eye contact is so powerful in love and in life is that it demands vulnerability. When you look someone in the eyes, you're emotionally exposed. Think about when people cry, they often avert their gaze. When people lie, they look away. When they feel ashamed, they avoid eye contact altogether. It's because eye contact demands emotional transparency. That's why love without eye contact feels hollow, and why a single look across the room can say more than 1,000 texts. Mirror neurons and eye contact sensing. Here's where it gets even more interesting. When you look into someone's eyes, your brain activates mirror neuron cells that allow you to feel what the other person feels. It's a kind of emotional Wi-Fi. This is why eye contact can make you tear up during a sad story, or feel warmth when a child smiles at you. It's not just empathy, it's neurosynchronization. Your brain and their brain literally get in sync just through the eyes. Love isn't just chemistry, sometimes it's wiring. How eye contact builds or breaks relationships. Couples who maintain eye contact regularly tend to report greater intimacy, trust, and emotional satisfaction. But here's the part most people ignore. Lack of eye contact is often the first sign of emotional distance. It starts small. Less eye contact during conversations. Less time looking at each other during meals. Less presence. Why? Because as emotional connection fades, we subconsciously start avoiding the very thing that exposes us, the eyes. So, if you want to know where your relationship stands, ask yourself this: when was the last time you truly looked into their eyes and they looked back? Cultural differences in eye contact and love may be universal, but eye contact isn't. In Western cultures, direct eye contact is seen as honest and romantic. But in many Eastern cultures, prolonged eye contact can be viewed as disrespectful, especially toward elders or superiors. So how does love express itself differently? In some cultures, lovers might avoid eye contact as a sign of modesty. In others, the gaze is everything. This teaches us an important truth. Eye contact is emotional currency, but its value depends on cultural context. Understanding this can help you avoid misreading someone's signals, especially in intercultural relationships. Eye contact can heal or harm. Often associate eye contact with positivity, love, trust, warmth, but it can also be a weapon. In moments of trauma, eye contact can feel intimidating. Victims of abuse, social anxiety, or PTSD may find it difficult to maintain eye contact, not because they're hiding something, but because it hurts to be seen. On the flip side, eye contact in therapy has been shown to accelerate healing. When someone holds space for your pain with their eyes, it can make you feel safe, understood, and validated. So remember, eye contact isn't just a tool for connection. It's also a mirror for emotional safety. Eye contact is a spiritual experience. In some traditions, eye contact is considered sacred. In Tantra, the practice of eye gazing is used to reach deep emotional and spiritual union. In Buddhism, noble eye contact is about presence and compassion. Even in Western psychotherapy, prolonged mutual gaze is seen as a pathway to profound awareness. Why? Because when you look into someone's eyes without judgment, without fear, and without the need to speak, you start to see not just them, but yourself reflected back. That's when eye contact becomes more than communication, it becomes communion. So the next time you lock eyes with someone, pause. In that moment, you're not just seeing another person, you're entering their emotional world. And maybe, if you're lucky, they're entering yours too. Eye contact is more than attraction. It's connection, it's presence, it's love spoken silently. If this video opened your eyes, literally or emotionally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And tell us in the comments, have you ever had a moment where a look said everything?